Okay. I'm live now. Um, yeah. My mom is actually flying to Oklahoma City right now from Denver. She's actually going to Northwest Arkansas for a girls trip, Dalton. Yeah. Yeah, I took her to the airport earlier, but I think the original idea of the storm timing has been messed up now. Now that these storms in Southwest Oklahoma, um, which I was really looking, I'm like about yesterday, how like the derecho didn't really materialize. Um, and I'm surprised they stuck with moderate risk for wind again today. Um, I mean, I was like 99% sure that we were gonna get enhanced. I pretty much knew that. I'm like, we're not gonna. This is definitely more than slight, but I'm like, I don't know about moderate because I don't really know how to forecast big wind events, at least yet. Yeah. Well, that had like never happened before, at least in the modern era of outlooks, right? Yeah. Could be Florida or something. Yeah, because they extended the moderate down into Texas. Ah, these storms are weird because the velocity and the or reflectivity aren't really matching up very well right now, at least. I'm really surprised they're using that um um they're using that like metric of it, DVD, because it's like go ahead. But even now, it's a lot of it's all like just like digitalized. It's not even. I mean, there's some people that want the physical disc to say I own the physical game, and right, but it's almost like I'm gonna play a loop here. Did these okay? They formed off of a boundary because I was wondering. I saw this boundary southwest of the storms, and um, I was like, did they put out an outflow boundary? But yeah, no, they didn't. Um, so um, yeah. Oh yeah, and And it was like with a joking tone too. Um, well, I mean, if you get goods, if you get like a ridiculous amount of 3 cape right above surface vorticity, like you get tornadoes regardless of if there's wind shear. Except they're just more, they just tend to be more land spouts. But like I think that could be another thing. Okay, I have viewers, so I might have to um go into more where I'm like talking about the storms, because like, and I know a lot of people see a space and like, oh, it's just a typical uh like weather talk space where we could just talk among ourselves, but really it's supposed to be like a live stream with uh live coverage, and so which, and not that those kind of spaces are bad, but yeah, I ideally it's supposed to be a little more serious than like not much. We're live streaming on YouTube right now, or I guess I'm more me, but yeah. This is the first I was thinking Dalton, and this is actually the first time there's ever been a moderate risk anywhere in the Central Plains weather area since it's existed, because May. Oh yeah. I think Liz did mention that, or maybe it was from yesterday. But it's, I mean, it's 45 sig wind in like a corridor with a moderate, so it's usually suggests that they're saying there's going to be a derecho. Which I was surprised they did that. They just came out and said, "Oh, we're gonna have another derecho today," especially after what happened yesterday. I thought they would get like a little bit. I mean, don't get me wrong. They did get it right that there was going to be a threat for like ridiculous damaging winds yesterday. Yeah, we just got to work with what the models and what the atmosphere says, and that then be like, okay, this. I mean, most of the stuff, like, especially when I'm tweeting with the Central Plains weather account, I don't like, most of the time I don't tweet stuff that are my own forecasts completely, because then if because I don't want to be like, if I get something wrong, I don't want that to be, I kind of want to be able to like, if I get a forecast wrong and I made that and I kind of tweeted that forecast based on what the SPC said, then I could be like, then I could kind of defend myself and say like, well, I wasn't wrong. I was just relaying the information to you from the Storm Prediction Center. And so I'm not wrong. Um, I'm convinced I'm convinced that Ryan Hall, well, maybe he did recently, doesn't a lot, because he would like go to the panel. I'm not sure if you're. There's 71 dBz in the Southern Storm. It just moved right as we got a new scan. So apparently there's already been a tornado today. Yeah, in near Holly, and which Holly is actually the location of the other strongest tornado to occur in the history of Colorado, or at least the one that got rated on the EF scale. Because it says there's like been F4s from like the 1940s, but I'm like, I don't really believe that they were really the strength. Windsor and Holly. Ooh. Oh, yep, the wedge. Oh my goodness. It looks like we might have a cell going up in the open warm sector northwest of El Reno. Northwest. And then another one west of Elk City. Off the well, really this stuff isn't even off of the dry line, is it? In southwest Oklahoma? Yeah. Because you see the storms in between Liberal and Guyman, those are firing off the dry line. I remember seeing stuff that the low is going to form in... No, the low is like in Lamar, Colorado. Because if you look at the severe warnings, there's in Lyman, southeast of Lyman, just southwest of Hugo, that's severe warned. It's moving it's moving southwest, right? Based on the morning polygon, and you see the big swirl. I think well, it's really kind of stationary. Oh, my outflow boundary collision's close to Pueblo. That whole line just formed from outflow boundaries. Yeah, because you see those storms on the north of Boise City are moving east, and if the low is in Guyman, they'd be moving west. Yeah, it's southeast of Lamar is where the low is. You could kind of see the swirl if I put it on radar loop. Okay, this is better. This is a better stream software. I'm using Streamlabs because I'm like, why not? But it's so much smoother. Like the one I used to use, or I still have it, but it was more designed for like using a computer to stream a feed from like another device. But I was like, I'll just make it work, and so it was always like really slow. Well, not super slow, but it would make Radar Omega run like really slowly and laggy. And it's like, I can't have it lagging a ton, because if it lags a ton, I could give people information, but I need to get, right? You need to get people information before they... I also have my Chromebook here, because if my computer does really go slow, I can have another radar application open on that and still be able to, like, with speed and its full speed, because it's not... See, it's going to be really interesting, because there's these two storms. But they weren't splits, were they? Yeah, they weren't a split. So I wonder if it's going to be... I mean, because they're moving in that direction that has a history of doing bad things, I will say. So, maybe I could. This is what I like about this. I can. Let's go here. Okay, yeah. You're right. There's another boundary there. Because the dry line is like all the way back, like along Texas Highway 207, like in the Central Texas Panhandle. No, that's where the dry line is. I'm just looking at visible satellite on my Chromebook right now. Okay, there's a severe warning. They severe warned the storms that fired off the dry line in the Oklahoma Panhandle. Really big warning. New severe thunderstorm warning for Beaver. What the heck? One of the 3 counties in the Oklahoma Panhandle is called Texas County. It's in the middle. Because I know Cimarron County is Boise City, where I was on Sunday. Warned for golf ball size hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, and the storms are moving northeast at 20 miles an hour. That severe warning expires in 93 minutes. I mean, that's confidence for showing that those storms are not going to die. Right? Cuz usually when you get a warning that big, it's that big cuz the storms are moving at like 60 miles an hour. 55, 60 miles an hour. But for like individual storms moving at 20 miles an hour, that's like crazy to see a warning that big. But well, because if you go north of the Oklahoma Panhandle, that's in Dodge City's forecast area. So that's as far north as Amarillo can issue a warning. And really, they're moving so slow that Dodge City can take their sweet time. I mean, because if it's moving at 20, I love this. So moving northeast at 20, and calculate that. Those storms won't even get to Liberal for 70 minutes. In between Guyman and Liberal. It won't even like enter Dodge City's forecast area for but yeah. Oh, I love this because I can open a Chrome tab in front of the Radar Omega. My watch is doing its thing. Because it's in front of the Radar Omega tab, and it doesn't show up. Switch the account here. We got a wall cloud. An appendage. It's really seeming like, well, it's choking off the one to the north a little bit. And I mean, that southern one is in a really good spot. Way out. I mean, well, so really looking at it, what you were saying, that El Reno storm is, the northern El Reno storm is going to be the next one to go. Because looking, that tower looks way more robust. You're good. See, Ryan Hall's not even streaming yet. But I am. Listen, guys, come on. You should hang out with us today. And listen, and we will keep you safe. We'll make sure you know what you got to do to stay safe today. So, yeah. Okay. I don't really know the viewer situation right now, but it's not much. Yeah. But I'm definitely gonna stay till the end today because this is the first thing where the entirety of the target is I mean, you could see that if you look at the Amarillo radar, you could see that dry line like crazy. You can totally see where the stationary front. I found that cool because I know sometimes, or I'm not sure what it's a boundary. I don't know. Well, that's what they fired off of, probably. Well, I take that back. I mean, saying that the northern one was getting choked off. Well, wait. It's almost like, it's weird. But look at velocity. One. No, the western one kind of even looks like it's outflow dominant. The wall cloud report was closer to Lawton, right? I would make sense that it was. What is? Let's do this. Okay. Forming. Wait, so the western storm has 57. So it's interesting. Both storms, the maximum height, they're both 57,000. Yeah. But um the eastern storm, the top of it's kind of bigger. Um I mean, yeah, look at this southern one, 54K. So, I think we are going to get a line. Right? The Dodge City storms, I guess we could call it. That's going to be the windbag, but the question is, what are these cells in front going to do? So, my interest is what is that? See, the weird thing is, like, those storms fired, like, in front of where the 10% tornado risk zone is. I mean, they're still on a 5%. No, the ones. Sorry, we keep bouncing between, right? But I mean, I feel like we're gonna be doing that for a bit till they all congeal. Well, for a bit meaning like maybe like four, maybe like for. I mean, a bit meaning maybe like the next 5 hours or something. And you're welcome to come and go. You don't have to be here the complete whole time. So right now we got a couple storms forming down by. We got two storms that formed off this boundary here in southwest Oklahoma. They form off the boundary, this boundary. Out ahead of the dry line, if we look, the main mechanism that was originally, and it still is going to be the focus for the majority of storm initiations today, is the dry line right in here. That calls up from here. And see, these storms right here formed off of the dry line. And there are going to be storms that form here and here. However, there is also storms that are forming north of El Reno. North, yep. And then a couple more back here. Or two storms forming here. And another one in this area. So when I started talking, I had 2 viewers, and now I have 0. Is it good? Okay, does the audio sound good? Yeah, well, my headphones are for the space, and the mic is for the sound for the stream. Well, the problem is that, I mean, give it another 20 minutes and then Ryan Hall's going to start streaming. And that's the problem. Like, I know that, like, Nate Snyder has already started streaming. So, a couple other people, but, like, Let's look at it. Oh, yeah, really. Well, it's just that appendage. It's not... Unless this... What has this done in the last, like, 7 frames? It hasn't really pulled in a bunch of inflow. That's the only problem. It still looks... Because if we draw that line there... That is an outflow boundary. That's what it looks like, doesn't it? If you look at reflectivity... I mean, what radar program are you using? Okay. I just have Radar Omega and... Well, I have Radar Omega and Radar Scope, but I have Radar Scope on my Chromebook. Radar Omega. You're good. I know Radar Omega better right now, and I've never used the other one, so... Yeah, it's a monthly thing. But, like, well, to get certain stuff. This one looks kind of interesting. Ooh. The storm east of, or northeast, east of Gaiman and northeast of Hardesty looks interesting. At the southern end of that line. In the Oklahoma Panhandle. Yeah, there's some... Actually, that's probably closer to Dodge City. Yeah, that's probably... Well... Yeah, that actually does look better with the Dodge City radar on. Yeah, look! There's a couplet. There's a couplet on every single storm in that line. If you look from Dodge City. You see that? Because I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna outline the storm. It's like that line that moved on May 11th. The line that moved north to south in western Kansas up to Goodland. It looks like that, but it's moving like north. But it's like a north-south line instead of a east-west oriented line. But it looks like that line where like there was a tornado on the backside of like all 5 storms in that line at the same time. Like I remember people saw like 6 tornadoes that day. This was May 11th, yeah. The day after I met Reed Timmer in person. I was sad because I'm like, listen, the weather in Denver is dreary. It's literally like... No. It's rainy. There's thunderstorms every day, though. But there's actually sun. Yeah, that's a rotation couplet. Well, it's weird because the storm, it should be more defined because the storm is moving. It's not moving that fast. But, because, sometimes you'll get stuff that looks like that when storms are like moving at 60 miles an hour, right? And you got to go to... Storm relative, which on Radar Scope is like the old school looking like velocity product. Or not radar on Radar Omega. Radar Scope it's better. It looks the same as the base velocity, but yeah, even storm relative it's not there's just a big like pull of inflow. Oh. Where? Oh yeah, like a little like a flipped like an upside down heart shape. That's what it looks like to me. Let's go. Yeah, that really looks. I mean the southern ones in Oklahoma, Panhandle or not the Panhandle in or northwest of Lawton. Because looking at it, really, if you look at velocity, there's this little corridor of wind that it pulls up through that boundary, but it's really like diffuse in that well, it's not a consistent thing that would wrap up into a hook, but it's like then it's pushing wind out. I mean, radar literally looks like it's outflow dominant. That's the western cell. Because, like, really, the way I feel is it's definitely capable of doing that. Because you can see how the eastern storm has kind of weakened a bit, and the one to the west has strengthened. Because, like, I think it's definitely a big enough, a powerful enough storm to really, like, do that with that, or to really, like, make that boundary. Yeah, I'd like to know what kind of boundary that even is. But what is it? What is it a boundary between? That's my question. I'm gonna go look at mesoanalysis right now. This is why Oklahoma's great, because you can look at the Mesonet, right? Oklahoma Mesonet. It's so, and like more states need to have this. I mean, to be honest, the only problem is like the UI on the website could be a little better, at least for me right now. I guarantee I'll learn how to use it really well in the next year or less. Um, field park. Yeah, it looks to be a temperature boundary. Well, 82, that's convectively influenced because that's underneath that storm in Medicine Park. Yeah. Well, Mangum is where I think west of there is where they initiated. Right? Because I saw whatever tweet from Connor Croft. Okay. Those El Reno towers. Those are like dying. Right? Because you see the radar, it's not there. Even from Oklahoma City. Oh, yeah. Oh, on the ground? It's a... There was a tornado, so there's been 2 tornadoes today now. It's radar. Amarillo has it as radar indicated still. Well, usually they, as long as it was on the ground, they don't really. See, Dodge City. Ooh. There's an upper level mezzo, I think. Yeah, I mean, look at this. Look at this. Look at this storm southwest of Cimarron, Kansas, west of Dodge City. Look at it has like a big huge hook. It's just it's not really much of a velocity feature, but then like south of Santana, there's like another like ooh. There's another storm here that has a chance cuz you see those velocities, those inbounds, and if they're and there's another one southeast of that. Dodge City radar's being weird. Okay. What the heck? I can't. There we go. Okay, that's why. Oh, there's like... Oh, the eastern one. Oh. The severe warned again. Oh, shoot. That could drop. And that's a populated... That's not good. Oh, great. Literally one radar scan. Oh, you could... Oh, sweet. There isn't a radar Omega 1 there. Oh, there's a severe thunderstorm warning in central Texas. The same area the last couple days. It's a supercell. Definitely, yeah. It's got the tornado warning up here. Wait, did Rigsby tweet that he already lost his windshield? I think he might have. Seven? Dude, the Cape in Texas is over 7,500. Yeah. Just south of Roosevelt. Zane Hamilton. Another person who I've met in person before. So Zane Hamilton says that the western storm in the two Oklahoma ones is intensifying. By the front or the boundary. That Lawton storm is worrying me. Who all's on this? Okay, Brandon Ivy's on it. Another chasing legend is on it. Brandon Ivy, you know him? Or who he is? He was the TIV navigator for the... Yeah, that's who that guy... That's who he is. Or when in Storm Chasers. Oh, they're chasing with Dows, or is that? So south of Odetta, there's two spotter locations in Oklahoma. In there's Rigsby, and then there's another person who you may have heard of. Well, Jana Hauser. She's on that. Probably, I don't know if they're in a Dow or whatever, but and a bunch of it literally 2.75-inch hail and 70. Wait, Ferguson. Is Caden Mason on that storm? I don't. He usually doesn't go. Does he go that far? They like warned. That's like multiple. Ooh, south of Dodge City. There's a. It's just there's no rotation. There's a storm. It has the look. You know, this looks funny to me. You know why? This looks almost exactly like what was it? May 24th, 2016. The sounding estimate in Fort Worth is now for the estimated hail size is now 4.2 inches because the cap um the northern one. There's a Baker. Oh yeah, Balco. Yeah, it's east of Bryan's Corner. Is it close to the ground or what? So it's a tornado. Okay, there's debris. As of how long ago? Yeah. So it's probably the same thing that prompted that warning. Huh? Oh, of course, Michigan. I don't care about this, but I just want to look. Detroit. Oh my, Ann Arbor. What the heck? Oh my. This is going to be a very short detour, but look at this storm in Michigan. There could be a tornado about to go through Detroit. Well, some stuff has happened because there's been a tornado there. Well, I saw someone on Twitter. They said like that they're like watch Michigan do the tornado of the day. Severe thunderstorm warnings in Indiana. Interesting. Way northern Nebraska. Interesting. a line up there, outflow dominant line. Still appears to be... Oh, no. No, 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 no. That's going to drop. Lawton. Look at that. Look at the inflow right over, like, where it says Lawton. Oh, no. That's not outflow dominant. I don't believe that one bit. Where? Could be wind. Huh, dude, you see Sean Paul's tweet about anvil shading? The anvil is casting of this storm is casting a shadow on Norman. Per Liz Liepman's tweet. Well, yeah, dude, that anvil's huge. It's like fanning out. Look at the northeast. Well, maybe you can't see satellite, but like the northeast edge, or you can go if you want, but the northeast edge of that is like fanning out like outflow that you would see from like a hurricane or whatever. There's a line of towers, Texas Panhandle. There's 3 of them that look pretty robust. Oh my, no. No. Don't do it right now. And like, tornado warning. Tornado warning. On Lawton. It just came up and then it disappeared. Oh, there it is. Radar indicated. So was located over northeastern Lawton. Yeah. I'm like, you gotta warn that. Nothing yet. Nothing CC yet, but we have, okay. Is my mom in Oklahoma City yet? Arrivals. Oh, wrapping. Oh, no. No. Gonna get a new reflectivity. Okay. Did it expire? Landed 10 minutes ago. Well, the storms are moving southeast. Well, she flew to there. They're driving to Arkansas from there. But what's scarier is because she's going on like a girls' trip, and one of the people that she's going with lives in Altus. So the problem is that they would have to core punch 2 severe thunderstorms, but I'm assuming they would already be up there. I mean, there's a couplet. It's not very strong. Like over the what? In between, like just on the east side of I-44. The one behind it is getting better organized, it seems. Oh, Amarillo's doing the thing where it like glitches out and duplicates the radar echo for like all different ranges. Okay. Because really looking up here, I mean, there needs to be a radar in Boise City. Whoa. What is this? Northeast of Liberal, west of Kismet in Kansas. It's in an interesting spot. From Dodge City, yeah. Well, that's the radar you would use for there. Looks better with Amarillo. Oh yeah. Well, it's a supercell. It has an upper level mesocyclone. Because you could see it from Amarillo. Yeah. Oh my. Yeah, that storm. That honestly looks scary looking at that Norman or the Lawton storm from from Oklahoma City. Could produce a tornado. Well, I think it's about to. Dude, the anvil of this storm is dropping CGs in Norman. This is why. This is exactly why I get mad when they continue a soccer tournament game. When I'm the referee of a game, when there is lightning 4 miles away, I'm like, listen, you need to stop. I will go wait in my car. I will gladly go get paid to sit in my car. But you need to make me go sit in my car. But they don't, and it really annoys me. Because it's like, especially with tournaments like that, it's not the referee's job to say, oh, we're having a lightning delay. I just have to do, like, referee until... Well, not of course. That's expected. Where? I don't see it. Is it south? Oh, it's south. It's, okay. Oh, no. What's going on? My thing is slow. There we go. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, man. That's a like, really tight rotation. Oh, well. Back to the plains. See, that's what makes... I always like it, because it's, like, easier, because, So we have another... Okay, it's split. Central Texas storm split. And there's another one to the east of San Angelo now. Frames. That's funny. It like merged with another storm. Oh no. Oh. This storm behind it. Yeah, that's outflow dominant. There's no way. Yeah, so these things in Oklahoma City are just rain. I think from this storm's. It's rain from this storm's anvil. Okay. This tower. Okay. Here we go. Because so there's a tower southwest of Memphis, Texas that you could see from Oklahoma City. And there's another one west of Wichita Falls. There's some big ones going up now. There's another one. This is in the open warm sector, northwest of Seymour, Texas. And I think there's another one. Northeast or just north of Abilene, and then there's the one east of San Angelo, and then there's the two that split in between San Angelo and Austin. This is about to get insane. When Ryan Hall was trying to cover the 31st, right? Yeah, the high risk. So I see that you commented on that mesoscale discussion. On that SPC the funny red outline. I lost my mind because I tweeted out a local weather discussion like 20 minutes before they posted that mesoscale discussion, and my thing literally said the exact same thing, or I meant the same thing for like the exact same area. And I was like probably annoying my brother. I'm like, yes. Cuz I'm like well, it doesn't have to be in the. It just has to line up with a rotation couplet, and there's not much of a couplet. And we'd be seeing, and if there was a tornado, we'd be seeing pictures of it on Twitter. And all the random locals, right? Every single time it's like, why, people? Why do you have to be so stupid? Perryton, Texas. Look at that. From Amarillo. Northeast Texas Panhandle. Look at that. Well, that might be. Well, there's people on it, right? So I mean, what? Who's on it? Oh, Freddie McKinney's on it. Imfinger is on it. Brian Imfinger. Oh, Smigo! Nick Smigo, he lives like 30 minutes from me. He's on it. I thought he tweeted saying he had to stay in Denver today. But I guess he lied. He doesn't have to stay in Denver because he's in Oklahoma, or he's in Texas. He's chasing. There's a 2% in Colorado tomorrow. But and the split warnings. Well, it's just from 2 different WFOs. From like Austin, San Antonio, and San Angelo in Texas. There's 2 warnings on that storm, but it's like split. Oh. Clicking on what? Yeah. Oh, and you click on where it says that Central Plains Weather at WX. Okay. It's getting random people who are following it right now. Yeah. Wait, did the 21Z soundings weather balloon from Norman get struck by lightning or something? It might have. 66/87. He said Sean Paul tweeted out, he's like, thermos are obviously not representative of the actual environment because of the balloon bursting, but surface thermals are intriguing. This is weird. Wait. Never mind. Yeah. Yeah, 10 degree. Wow. Man, that's crazy. Oh, there's an imping report for trees uprooted and a roof blown off of a building in Lawton. I mean, there will probably be pictures of it on Twitter soon. It was a tweet from Pettis. Oh, man. Strong deep layer shear. Okay, that is in the 10%. No, the Lawton storm's in it. It's just leaving it now. It was from the Red River, and it like stops at the Red River up to Liberal, Kansas. Or basically from where I-44 crosses the Red River to Liberal, Kansas. And the width from where 40 goes into Texas from Oklahoma, and where 40 is halfway between the Texas border and Oklahoma City. Oh. Heh. And it's doing the stupid thing again where it's slow, but it only does that for seconds at a time, and then it's smooth for a while. Okay, there we go. There's the first big time Memphis, Texas storm. So the thing that I think is that that's going to definitely interact with that boundary. Because those storms in Oklahoma fired off the north side of that boundary. And there's another storm south. Yeah. So that's the main one that fired off the boundary. Of course, it's in Amarillo's, what is it, the wind turbine gap. Dude, it has that look at it already from Lubbock. Well, it's just Flying Eagle. I think that north they're not going to split, south they're splitting. Because, well, maybe not if stuff fires off the dry line. Whoa. What's that noise? Sounds like a semi-truck driving by or something, or is that a plane? I think it's yours. Okay. Oh. Oh, couplet. Southwest of Lawton on the new storm. Look. North of Faxon. Are you watching the stream? Okay. It says I have one viewer. Yeah. There might be a photogenic tornado underneath that. Because that would be completely out of the rain. Oh, yeah. Max Archer's like right under it. I need to turn reports back on. Yeah, there's about to be a tornado on the ground there. I mean, look, that's tight. It's not that strong, but it's tight and it's really small. Oh, you can see there's a rain, or there's DBZ or green pixels. But you're not gonna be able to. They're not gonna be able to radar confirm it because it's in the all the. Yeah, it's latched onto the boundary. It's on that boundary. It's gonna do it, isn't it? Hmm? Well, only a mile wide, that close to the radar. Right? That's not far from the radar. That's only like 26 miles from the radar. Got some new tweets. 5-inch hail, 90-mile-an-hour winds, and a couple of tornadoes. That's crazy. And I mean, I feel like some of them definitely could be strong. Okay, Quincy Vagel made a surface analysis that he tweeted 3 hours ago, and it like nothing moved. Well, the dry line straightened out in Texas, but in the Panhandle. They issued a new warning for the storm east. In the eastern storm in the southern mode. Yeah, which is confusing. I guess it's not enough. John Doherty, Cameron Straley. Seeger. Who are these people? Rigsby's on it, on the one that we think has one on. I mean, I've seen tornadoes come out of that signature before, for sure. That where it's like a little nub, but then it's ooh yeah. That storm. There are 2 people on it in Texas, the Memphis, Texas storm. And I really like it. Look at that. It's like a perfect flying eagle supercell. And then north of Seymour is not rotating. It's just a... Okay. So this storm east of San Angelo, southwest of Santa Ana, Texas, is starting to show signs of getting a little bit of a mesocyclone. I think. That's south, yeah, San Angelo. Oh my, Lano, Texas. That storm. That storm could do it. Look at that. West of it's central Texas. The ones that's severe. Oh, I'm looking at it from Austin. Or, yeah, or whatever it is. This is GRK or whatever. The one a little northeast of Austin. Memphis is severe. Memphis, Texas is severe in the Panhandle. You could see that. Yeah, that's going to be... Norman, what are you doing? That needs to be warned south of Lawton. That needs to be warned now. Oh. Never mind it. I got a new radar update. Now it's not. I don't think it's on the ground. I got my velocity scan before I got my... Oh, they warned it. They warned it. They warned it. They warned it. Observed. They warned it for observed. For observed tornado. Weather spotters confirmed tornado. Moving east at 45. Storm reports. There we go. There we go. Spotter hail. Weather spotters confirmed tornado. That storm east, the east one is wrapped up again. Oh, that's going to do it too. Oh, yeah, that's bad. Yeah, because that's going to go... Oh, yeah, that's... Look at that. That's wrapped. Northwest oil, that's going to be on... That's got to be down. It's radar indicator. That's... It's in, like, the clear slot of that storm. On the inside of that notch. Which I guess makes a little bit of sense because that's kind of where it should be, but it should be a little farther east. They're going to. There might be there's sign. Well, interesting. There's signs there could be a CC with that, which I wouldn't be surprised because that looks more impressive than the one to the west right now. 2.5-inch hail reports in the Oklahoma Panhandle from earlier. Oh, Perryton, Texas. Northeast Texas Panhandle from Dodge City has a couplet just north on the northwest side of Perryton. It might be side lobe. Well, no, I don't think it is. What does it got from air? Oh, they got warned. Perryton's warned. Radar indicated. That's going to go into Perryton. Spencer Dance on it. It's going to be rain wrapped. Oh, yeah, that's the one that McKinney's on. Freddie McKinney's on it. Yeah, there's people on that. Duncan warned. This is going to be... It's radar indicated still. They extended the warning to the east. That's... This necessitates a tweet, doesn't it? Because there's no viewers, so, like, right now it's, like, just us talking about the weather. But Duncan, Oklahoma is about to get hit by a what appears to be a pretty... I mean, I don't like the look of that. Do you? And where it's moving, let's see. The thing is, it could occlude. I'm surprised that's not observed. And Amarillo's glitching. Let's go. It's like the glitchiest radar. Oh my. Dodge City. That is a strong couple. I mean, that's pretty high from Dodge City. Looking at that one. In Perryton. It's yeah. Which is why it's radar indicated, because I mean that's in the mega. That's in another. That's. It's like in the worst spot, because I mean if it was like 20 miles further north or south, it would be like perfect. Or it would be better. It wouldn't be perfect. It needs to be like 50 miles farther south for it to be better. Lano, Texas seems to have a... Well, I don't know. It's weird. It's not... It's a very messy couplet on it. Has the look for sure. Okay, that Duncan one is not as tight. Well, I think it was more than trying. There's a funnel cloud on the Perryton, Texas storm. Smigo. He follows me on Twitter. He's cool. It's that sort. Oh. So I got a radar update. Duncan, it like lifted. It seemed like lift, and now it's like really tight again. And then the one about to cross 44 is tight, or it's definitely strong. It's gonna like go all over. Like there's a bunch of chasers right in its path too. 2209? Yeah, 2 minutes ago. Might be a little bit of a CC drop there. Oh. Nope. Okay, still no. The range folding. I don't. Yeah, I never see. Yeah, that never shows up on Omega. On top of Perryton, Texas, from Amarillo, there's a couplet. Dodge City. There's a couplet on the storm to the north, or to the north of there a bit. From Dodge City on the back side of it, along 412. Yeah, Memphis, Texas is another place where there needs to be a... Huh? Oh. we're being slow again. It's not the end of the world. You left. um yeah, the Perryton appears to be on the ground. Large, a pretty large tornado. Perryton. Dodge City's. You can't see this with a radar. Barely. You can barely see it with a radar. Oh, Duncan, Oklahoma. That tornado's been sitting there in the same spot for like 4 radar scans. Look at it. South of Nelly. I think there might be a CC drop there. It's south of Nelly. Yeah, it's west of there. That's a strong couplet. Okay, where is this? I'm going to do that. Where is the... It's... Oh, it's up here is where that radar is. Yeah, but another person I'm following who's from Colorado is on it and posted a video of what looks like a... It's definitely rain wrapped, but it looked like... I mean, it was like 3/4 of the way to the ground, the funnel. Which, based on what my understanding is, basically, like, when you have a funnel that low, that is on the ground. Oh, look, Toledo. Ohio. Look at that. Okay, just making sure I don't have any other viewers. Because I'm kind of... I mean, they're my own rules, so... Like, there's no consequences if I break them, but... Like... I would try to not break them. I try to not break them if I can. Well, technically I have free range anyway, but it's Central Plains weather, so... Whoa. Okay. I will be right back. Okay. I'm back. Not good. Yeah, was it a Ghost Train Photo on Twitter? Oh, it was... Okay, it was a different guy. Okay. I... Oh, Ghost Train Photo is the... Yeah, I saw that one just now. It's picking up debris. Where's Walters? Oh, yeah, Walter. Okay, Central Oklahoma. Which one? 4 minutes ago. Well, okay, this is the Geronimo storm, the western storm in southwest Oklahoma. Of 4 minutes ago. And maybe even a little funnel cloud. Oh, new warning north of Perryton. Oh. Sorry, I didn't see it again. You can minimize to the bottom. Like on the space, you can like minimize it to the bottom and still be in it. I do that a lot. There's a new warning north of hail report. North of Lawton. Like just on the east side of I-44. Huh? Oh, Leno. We've been watching that one for a bit. There is a radar indicated. Oh, yeah. Well, it's also far from the... Okay, there's also twin land spouts on that Perryton storm. There was a damaging cone tornado, and now there's twin land spouts in a field. Duncan is still worrying me because of how fast that one wrapped up and dropped. The last one did. They're all reporting the land spout now. Southwest or south of Perryton. That looks like Medill in 2020, except it's rain wrapped. Yeah, but it's rain wrapped. It's not even close to that. Being like it's that kind of shape. Like when it was in the town, but it's rain wrapped, unlike that one. So one to the south, well, maybe not. That boundary seems like it's been pretty well convectively reinforced. From whose stream? Okay. I mean, that wouldn't surprise me. So that tornado might still be on the ground northeast. But it's way... Yeah, you can see the hook in the hail reflectivity. But it's way in the rain, which makes sense that they're all being like, oh, land spouts, yay. Definitely looks a lot weaker. That's I don't think that would be side lobe, would it? That Memphis, Texas storm looks decent on from Lubbock. From Lubbock, I don't know. Well, I don't know. It's not side lobe contamination because Frederick shows the inflow notches, inflow rushing into it as well. Oh, Jeff Petrowski's on it. The Perryton storm. I mean, it would make sense honestly if he was on the Memphis storm because he always picks the storm that like no one else does. But then that storm, oh my, no, Duncan, no, Duncan, no, Duncan. Oh wait, there's a beware. There's a donut hole. On the town. All the other chasers are on the Walters storm. Or, well, there are some going to this one. Brandon Clement. What? Toledo got warned? Look at this other one southwest of Detroit. Again. Well, it's yeah, well, it's closer to Detroit, farther north. Landspout went. It's a hybrid tornado now. Yeah, one of the landspouts did. I mean, I guess NATOcast is doing all right today for that northern target. The southern, or for that mid Alabama, I don't think it's. I mean, what? Has there been a warning from there? I don't think so. No, there hasn't been a tornado warning. Yep, as we thought. That tornado warning on the ground in Duncan observed. Weather spotters confirmed. I mean, it looks like it's gonna miss the. It's missing the. Or the most, the densest part of that town. That southern one kind of looks like it's outflow dominant pushing out. Or the western one, I guess, in Oklahoma. Okay, Lano's still radar indicated. Oh, jeez. Jeez, jeez, jeez. Observed. Near Wolf Creek, 14 miles southeast of Perryton. What's the source of that information that there's a wedge? That's what I want to know. Where's Temple, Oklahoma? Okay, we got a dusty tornado. That's hilarious. Well, there's a new severe warning east of Oklahoma City for Shawnee. It's 60-mile-an-hour winds. What? I guess that's weird. Oh well. They issued like a double tornado warning. It's like one big tornado warning the size of a severe thunderstorm for both those storms. And got it. You're good. Wind damage. Power poles snap. Wind damage report. Ooh, Seymour is starting to. Oh, Van was watching. Now that remains to be seen.